Welcome to Yap Gap Sawai. We are the Sawai and we're going to yap about VL today. My name is Maya.
And I'm Sama.
Now, I don't know how we feel that we're saying goodbye to such a masterpiece of a show, right? I don't know if everyone watched the last episode, but last episode where we spoke about Duang with you, and that was Sama's like magnum opus, best thing in the world. This is my Duang with you guys. Today we're going to talk about Love Upon a Time, or in the Thai title,ภพเธอ.
ภพเธอ. Wow, ภพเธอ.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. You know what I have realized? So, you are, in your own words, a diehard like GMMTV stan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Almost every single review we have done so far has been Domundi.
Has it?
Apart from Burnout Syndrome, we've done Kemjira, we've done Duang with You, now we're doing Love Upon a Time.
Yeah, I'm really out of my element.
What else did we review from GMMTV? I feel like it's just Burnout Syndrome.
I don't know, but we have some things in the works for future episodes, I think.
Yeah.
So we'll go into my territory soon.
Okay. But I think Domundi have been dominating the just really high quality works recently. So it's unsurprising that we're like, we need to talk about these shows.
And I'm so sad this has ended. These 12 weeks, my highlight every Friday has just been, it'sภพเธอ time, it'sภพเธอ time. I've been thinking about what has happened. I need answers. I want them to be happy. Yeah, so should we get into it?
Yeah, let's get into it.
So I have a little bit of synopsis that I feel like would summarize the show in a good way.
And maybe before you start, disclaimer, spoilers, and our own opinions. Spoilers, do not watch if you do not want spoilers, and also everything we say and do is our own opinions. So
yeah, you don't have to listen. It's just I think what I think.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So let me give you a quick synopsis. So we start the show with Nakun and his uni friends T and Bun. Nakun is in a class and he is learning about time travel literature, and he doesn't really buy into the concept. And he is also undergoing a lot of misfortune, so his friends take him to a fortune teller who doesn't really tell him anything he finds useful. He doesn't really believe it, guys. One night, a shooting star transports him back 400 years prior to the kingdom of Ayutthaya. If you're into Thai history, you'll know what that is already. If not, this is a historical piece, so you'll get to learn a little bit about Thai history as well. He's transported back, still wearing his present-day clothes, and he meets who he thinks are his friends, but of course they are their past life selves who believe the person who they know as Gao has gone mad, like completely ba-ba-ba-ba, like they don't understand. Why does he speak like this? This also includes the character Min Pop, a character he's never met before, and this guy called Min Pop, he deeply misses the old version of the Glau he knew, Glau being Nakun. His name changed as well. So in order to get back to the present, he has to solve the mystery of like the illicit opium trade taking place that caused his father to be falsely convicted and sentenced to death. So as soon as he solves this, he can go back to the present time. Was that good? I think that was okay.
Yeah, I think you covered all the main bases. I think I understood it well. Yeah, my main issue with my drama list was, why are we not mentioning the mystery? Like that's his whole challenge. That's his whole like, this is what I need to figure out to go back.
Yeah, that's the whole plot. It's not just about like him frolicking around in Ayutthaya periods.
Yeah, he's just having a good time. No, yeah. I think that was a good synopsis. Yeah. So should we start with, what did we feel about the final episode?
Final episode. Usually I don't like final episodes, guys. It really depends how they wrap up the show. So was it in episode 11 they solved it, or was it like he solves it, or is it in episode 12? It was
like half solved. Like it got solved, but then he escaped. Was it Shirt that escaped from prison? I think that's where we got to. So it was like, wait, but he's out of prison now, so has it been solved? Yeah,
so we kind of get to that point. But usually, why I don't like these final episodes, because either they're still solving the plot, and then we don't get much of like the epilogue or the time after. This one we did get a lot.
Yeah.
But the way we left the series, where he's come back to the present, spoilers, he comes back to his own time. Oh my gosh, we knew he would. But you're kind of like, okay, I hope all of this wasn't for nothing. We spent 11 episodes getting to know all of these characters, we see them getting closer, like Nakun and, well, Gao and Pop. So it's like, it feels like all of this is wasted. So I was leaving episode 11, going into episode 12, I'm like, oh my gosh, if nobody remembers anything, if Nakun is the only one who remembers anything that has happened, that would break me. That would break me. But to have such a twist where we learned that Pop basically manufactured Nakun to go back in time and pull strings for fate to happen this way. I did not expect it. And I don't know how they could have thought about this, because this wasn't in the original book, I heard.
Oh.
Yeah. So I saw a mixture of reactions online where I was like, oh, I don't like how they changed it, but apparently they changed a lot throughout the whole series. But honestly, this plot twist made me forgive anything bad. Well, nothing bad I thought happened in the series, but like forgiven all of the manners that I had before going into this episode. I love this episode, is basically what I'll say.
Yeah, I think it was a really good episode. Like you're saying, it's really like a flip of a coin with like final episodes. Sometimes you'll feel like, oh, we haven't really wrapped up the story very well. But I think in this case, it did like wrap up the story amazingly. We kind of not really solved, but we got the ending of Shirt and was it Mern Han? We got that ending. We finally understood. Okay, so Shirt tried to kill him, then Han killed Shirt, and then Han got arrested. So the mystery is solved.
I genuinely thought they would lose. Like, yeah, I was so into the drama of like, oh my gosh, what if they just die? And if it has a sad ending, I will be hate tweeting. No, I won't be hate tweeting this, but I won't be happy.
Yeah, but so he finally got avenged. Glau's dad, yay, loved it. And then I really liked the whole finally getting to see all of like what happened, but from the perspective of Pop, because it was always a question in my mind while I was watching, like, is it only like Glau or Kun that got transported back and has any knowledge of this? And then when he comes back to the future, is no one else going to know anything? And so to see it from Pop's perspective, to see that like, oh, actually he knew of this before Kun even was aware of anything happening. He was watching him from behind the scenes. He was making sure he was safe. He was like, okay, I'm going to give him little hints because like inevitably he's going to go back in time because I have knowledge of this. I have all the memories of meeting him in my past life. And I need to make sure that when he does get there, he doesn't get murdered by Shirt or by Han or by...
damn close.
This guy, Glau is stupid, okay? Like, he's a little bit dumb. He's very much like, if someone from the modern times went back in time, that would be how they would act. Like, I don't think I'm clever enough to be able to solve a mystery.
Yeah.
And I think that's exactly how I would act as well. So... It made sense, but I think what I really loved about this episode was seeing it from his perspective and seeing like, honestly, it's very much like true love. True love. He didn't even have to like. Well, you can't say that he would have expected anything to happen because, as he said, like when he met, I get so confused between their names, like Glau and Kun. I'm like my head is so. But anyway, when he met Kun after he's come back from the past. And he was telling him like, oh, I'm not sure. I wasn't sure if you knew or like because it was all a theory basically. He was like, this is at the end of the day, I couldn't be sure because it was a theory. So he's been protecting Glau or protecting Kun. And
Glau and Kun are the same person, so it literally does not matter what you say.
Okay. But he's been helping him without any sort of, I guess, confirmation of whether what he believes is true or not. And that's true love.
That is, and I'm such a sucker for like destiny bringing people together and then being like soulmates in every timeline. Oh my gosh, I'm such a sucker for it.
I think Domundi has been really doing well, especially with this and Kemjira. Like the historical dramas, the reincarnation, all that kind of stuff. They've been doing it really well. Like
they've been doing it really well, so well that usually I would like go into shows like this having like zero expectations, or if not zero, sometimes even like not liking this kind of plot lines. Like time travel, don't get me started on time travel. I do not like it. Historical as well, usually not my thing. And Loki, I was the sort of person who would be like, if they don't have phones, I'm not interested in this series. Like, there's gonna be too much miscommunication, things like that. But there's just been a slew of shows recently that have been convincing me that, oh, to give these shows a chance, and I've never been failed so far. Yeah.
As long as they're done well, I think they're really worth it.
Yeah. I do love this show. I was low-key sad because I think I adjusted to having 10 episodes of Glau being back in time. I was like, look, don't leave. Like, why do we have to solve this? Can we just not solve it? Can we just be okay with not knowing? But I don't know. I miss, because we go back to the present and then we don't get Jom, and we don't get Gail. We get T and Bun, which I do love seeing Latte play a character who is more bubbly.
Yeah.
And Kim always looks good, whatever character he plays. So, not say Latte doesn't, but Kim always slays whatever character he gets. But honestly, I miss seeing the gang of the four of them who grew up together. That's an interesting dynamic as well. So yeah. I think it really fed into all these funny yet emotional moments. Yeah.
What else did I want to say about the final episode? I mean, seeing Latte Kim doing that NC scene. They ate that up. I did not think that Latte and Kim would go that hard, but
I think they really turned it up for this series in general. I was not expecting it.
The volume quite literally.
Yeah.
It was a bit too much. I was like, oh, I need to lower the volume right now. This is a lot.
It was unexpected, but I'd say it really shows the dedication of all the actors who took part in this. Yeah.
I think it was beautifully done, and also it makes sense for the characters. It's kind of I guess, what's the opposite of vindication? It's a good, they finally, after the 400 years ago of them Gail chasing Dom, finally to have them together is not vindication, but you know what I mean.
I'm so glad that curse that Gail said did not come into the present, because I was like, oh my gosh, how are you saying I never want to fall in love with you ever in the next lifetime, even won't even look at you. Oh my god, thank god, because when he said that, because you knew it was coming as well, and then as soon as he said it, I'm just like, where do we go from here? Have they changed the present? I don't know.
No. I think they changed it for a while, and then it was their emotions slowly grew in the past so that it undid the curse, because I think that's why it's T is chasing Bun for a while until it suddenly changes.
Yeah should we talk characters?
Yeah, let's talk characters.
Okay, usually I ask who is your favorite character, but in this series I don't think I have one, or at least I don't have a single favorite character.
Yeah
because my favorite part of the show was how they interacted with each other. So I'd say the four of the main characters, love them equally. I think Nakun and Pop, such sweethearts, both of them. The show makes me remember how good people still exist. In certain moments, Gao reminding Mewana about her self-worth, her only job as a woman is not to get married. You are your own person. You need to think for yourself in a nicer way, obviously. And then even though someone like Wana, he should have been well, if this person is about to be engaged to someone I'm in love with, that would be a hint of bitterness. But he said it without he said it without any sort of hard feelings as well.
Yeah.
Then modern day Pop, when they go back to present time and he's walking beside Nakun when crossing the road, and then switching sides when the car's coming. Good people exist, man. It's the little things, right?
Yeah. It is the little things. I would say my top favorite character would definitely just be Kun, because he's just so comedic in himself. There's, even though the series is serious and it has elements of comedy in it, he is just a comedic character. He's very silly. Like I was saying, he's so lost and out of it when he goes back. He doesn't use his logic half the time, because why would you go to where you've been murdered before without any backup? How silly do you need to be? And then always just dragging Shui with him. What is this guy? He doesn't deserve this, but Shui loves Glau, so I guess it's fine.
When I first heard Shui's name as a servant and his name being Shui, which means help, I was like, Shui, yeah.
Yeah, Shui.
Of course I had to do that joke as well. Yeah.
Of course. And I think then Shui was my second favorite character because he just, they add the two of them together as a comedic duo are so great. Like every time that Glau convinces him to go out and be like, no, let's go to the market, and Shui is just like, oh my god, I'm gonna get in so much trouble, and when he gets caught, he's like, I tried to stop him, I promise, like, it's not me. He's so funny, but he's also he's got the side of him where he really cares about Glau as well, especially like, you know, when in the final episode when Glau disappears and he's like waiting for him to come back.
I was heartbroken at that moment.
I was like, damn, like I didn't realize a servant and their master could have such a like close relationship like that.
They don't really portray them in any of these sort of like historical shows. Usually they're treated pretty badly, so for it to be shown in like a more positive way, to show that they genuinely had like good relationships in this, at least in this context, that was really good to see.
And then my third favorites, this isn't really like favorite characters, this is more like favorite character, favorite duo, and then favorite trio. But my favorite trio was Shui, Kong, and Sai.
I was going to say that too.
The three of them are so funny, because why is it like Shui and Sai are married, but then Kong just keeps trying to like insert himself in there, like, this is an AV conversation, see yourself out, like, this has got nothing to do with you. But they were such a comedic trio as well, and again, they all care both about Pop and about Glau, and they added a lot, I think, to the series.
Just as an aside, the moment where, well, at least I feel like I found out at a different time to everyone else, but like people definitely realized in the final episode where the person who played Gong, like Uno, sings those popular songs that are like currently trending. Like, you know, the current one that's like, have you ever heard the audio that goes, you may why, oh, you may why. That's his song. He's also got another one that I can't remember, but that's him. So that's why it was a big deal when he came out on stage to sing that.
God.
Because it's his song, and he's currently got two like big things going on. It's that show and the song, as well as his other songs. Look into it later. He's got quite a few good ones, and they're all like funny.
Because I relate to that song. Or you may why.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so fun. Oh, love it.
Okay, I want to talk about my favorite scene, or like my favorite episode.
Okay.
There was one episode for some reason that I watched so many times. Like, usually I watch, depending on how into a series I am, I will watch a few episodes, maybe once, maybe twice. This one I think I watched like 4 times. I don't know why. But episode 9, it's like the start of the very first scene in this episode is like the morning after, where they're both kind of like, okay, because one is that playful banter between Pop and Nakun, where Glau's like, where did you learn this from? People say you've never been with everyone. You remember what scene I'm talking about? People say you've never gotten with anyone. And Pop's like, oh, from the scrolls, and he's like, where are these scrolls? Let's find the scrolls. And then, so we got that funny bit there, as well as all the other sort of like innuendos they had in that conversation. And then it leads to when Glau pushes like the bag with the ring on the floor, and then Pop puts it on his finger and says, I'll replace it with a better one when we get married. And it was the fact that his choice of wording that was like, when we get married, even though back in that time they couldn't. I think that scene broke me. I think I watched that scene multiple times. I'm like, oh, this is so sweet. So for us to see how like episode 11 panned out, where they both almost get murdered, right? So that broke me even more. But then seeing how they did get married in the end, in the final episode, it's so sweet, right? I made me cry.
I know how, like, in the last episode when we were talking about Duang with you, we were like, not everyone needs to get married, guys.
Not everyone needs to get married.
But these two, It was the perfect, like, ending.
Yeah.
After 400 years of yearning, of, you know, going against all the odds to be together, and finally, like, in the present day, like, marriage equality, get married. Perfect.
And for them to be wearing, like, short tie as well, like, they looked really good. And it reminded me of that back in the day.
But that scene also is hilarious to me. Not the marriage, but what, in the morning?
Yeah.
The morning after. I was curious because he was like, oh, I learned from the Kama Sutra. I go and Google. I already know what the Kama Sutra is, but I go and Google because I'm like, did the Kama Sutra have same-sex positions in it? And I was going down a bit of a hole with that one. It does. Just in case anyone needs to know.
You've been doing extra research on this.
Extra research. Yeah. I think it's a great series for introducing, like, historical stuff.
It sort of makes you smarter in a way.
Yeah.
There was also another scene. This was, like, towards the end of episode 9. So episode 9 had, like, good moments, but it also had, like, terrible moments, right? So this is, like, when Glau was about to get kicked out from the manor, and I was broken then. But then when Pop says to his father that, like, he cannot marry Wana because he loves Glau alone, I was like, oh. And then the moment specifically was when he, like, Pop breaks down and he's, like, kneeling at the foot of his mum. And then Glau, like, follows suit and he's just, like, hand on shoulder, head on shoulder. And I'm just like, these two, please do not separate these two. Like, I know I've said, like, I was crying so much, but, like, honestly, I say this so much, but, like, I mean it, guys. Like, some series really get me in this way where I can't control the waterworks. That was just my favourite episode in general.
Yeah, I like that scene as well. They seemed, the way they positioned them, like, on the screen, like, in the frame as well, made them look like such a married couple as well. Like you were saying, with, like, their hands and, get married, guys. What the hell? Yeah. Their love. Oh, did you have any other favorite scenes?
If I pick more, then they're just not my favorite scenes. They're just scenes that I liked, and that's pretty much the rest of the show.
Fair enough.
Let's hear yours. You have.
Well, I had to, like, try and speed run through the whole series this morning just to, like, remind myself of everything. But I think one of my favorite scenes, I don't know if I had, like, an ultimate favorite scene, but one of my favorite scenes was when Glau first goes to the House of Pleasures and he goes to see Pim. It was so awkward to watch, and I loved it. It was so, like, this guy, he's gay. He does not know why he's here. He's here to, like, do some investigating. And Pim comes in and she knows somewhat that he's lost his memory, so she's, like, fucking around with him a little bit. Like, and it's so funny to see how he, like, relaxes after he realizes that, like, oh, I wasn't actually here to do that. And we're actually friends. So this is great for me. That was a funny scene.
He's really dedicated to finding out this answer, to go all the way to the brothel where everyone's like, don't go, guys, don't go. People will know, and people do find out. So, yeah. Yeah.
And then I think another one of my favorite scenes was when Kun turned Songkan into a water fight. It just made me think, like, do we think that he's the reason that Songkan turned into a water fight? Like, is
this timeline, maybe?
Yeah, is he the one who started this trend? Like, it's just a series. It's like a scene that makes me think really deeply about, like, how present timeline affected past timeline, which affected present timeline again. All the, like, intricacies of time travel. I also saw someone comment online, something about, like, oh, I don't understand how. What did they say? They said, I don't understand how Pop has memories of Kun being Glau in the past if Kun hasn't gone back to the past yet. And I was like, is this your first time travel series that you've watched? Like, history has already happened. So he's already gone back, but he hasn't. Do you know what I mean?
To be honest, I get confused too, so much so I just don't think about it. I'm just like, whatever.
Fair enough.
If they don't spell it out for me, I don't want to know.
The easiest way to think about it is, like, they are two separate timelines, essentially. Like, what's happened in the past has already happened.
As soon as you go back and change it, different timeline now.
Exactly. But yeah, that was funny to me. And I think another scene that I liked, it was horrible to watch, but I liked because it, I think, brought a bit of realism to the series. Because obviously, like, we all know in the past, like, there were same-sex couples, but they weren't, like, I guess, widely accepted.
I know where
And
you're
so,
going.
yeah, okay. But yeah, the scene where we had the Tita Yim cameo, and that was hard. That was hard to watch. That was hard to watch. And but I think I really liked seeing Tita Yim specifically in more of a serious role as well. And the fact that that scene also gave a lot of context to why Jom is so closed off and is very much like, no, I'm not this thing that you say I am. Like, I refuse for that to be the truth. I am, no, like, it's just not a possibility.
At first, I was like, loosen up, and then I saw this. I'm like, okay, never mind.
No, exactly. I was like, this guy is a bit of a dick. I don't like. Why is he being so horrible to Gail? You obviously like him. He likes you. Why is it that like hard to accept? But then seeing this scene and seeing literally Tutor with all the lashes on his back, that was a hard watch.
The makeup artist did really well. Is what I'll
Yeah.
say.
But I think that was a really good scene to have included as well, because it's like we get to see both sides of the spectrum. Like, in some cases, if they were very lucky, they wouldn't be punished at the very least, and they would kind of, people would turn a blind eye to it. And then on the other hand, they would get caught and they would be punished and tortured, and would have a really sad ending. And I think it's good to have a bit of balance when it comes to series like these as well.
Yeah, I think so
Yeah.
too. So we've spoken about the plots, we've spoken about the characters. I want to do my favorite part, which is talking about the OSTs.
Yeah,
There always has to
okay.
be a section where Maya talks about the music in the
Okay,
show.
you take a hold of this because I actually haven't really listened to the OSTs outside of like watching the series. So you do your thing.
Okay, I'll do a very short summary of all my thoughts on it. So from the very beginning, before the show even started, and we got the first one song called "Fated." I think it's the same as the title of the show. It's called "ภพเธอ" in Thai. In the past 3 months, where the show has been going on since this song has come out, I've listened to this song at least 80 times, 80. Every month I listen to it at least 20 times, and then on like YouTube, I'm like, oh, I've watched the videos so many times. This is one of my favorite songs. I love from the instruments, where it's sort of like Thai traditional instruments, and then it's just a sort of like ballady sort of songs, and the lyrics are so emotional. The music video is also really sweet. Love it so much. Excellent, no notes. This show also had very amazing features. So these are like popular people as well. I Surround You, Boki Lion, and You Knew. Each and every single one of these songs, love. They're all follow suit of like the first OSC that came out, where it's kind of like emotional. They're just love songs. And if they're not love songs, then they're really sad songs. Anyway, I love the songs specifically that breaks me. So all of them have been added to the playlist. And then the third type of song, which I want to talk about, is like the ones that the cast sing. So that's the one with JJ, Net, Kim. All of those really good. I think my favorite one of all of those is the one that came out recently, Kim's song. But I'm currently JJ has 2 songs, I believe, but only one of them has come out. He mentioned, I don't know if I just like misunderstood, but I remember there was a song that was playing when after like the stuff that happened in episode 9, where they're sitting on like the waterfront and they're just like, we're not gonna get separated, it's fine. And then Gal's like still crying during that. It's a song that plays then. I'm so desperately wanting this song to be released soon because I need to listen to it. But until we have that, we have the song that Kim sings, and that's really sweet. Because I didn't realize he was such like a cute, like he has got a cute little voice. And also the music video in that, you got like the latte Kim moments, but like the costume design in that, like I said before, any outfit they put Kim in looks really good. And I especially love how they always go with like the sort of like flower piece by his ear. Amazing, no notes. I think also along with the JJ song to come out, I think we also have one more which they performed at the final EP, where it's like a duet between Net and JJ. If it's anything like how Kemjura was, we will be waiting for a long time for that. so but I hope not. But Either way, it was a good song, and I recommend anyone to listen to it when it eventually comes out. I don't know the title yet, but once we find out, enjoy. Yeah, that was my quick summary of all that.
Okay, I'll definitely be like listening to them properly. I like the song in the last episode where is Just Mean her song.
Oh, Jasmine's song. Yes, I forgot that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah. It was cute because I think I saw they were saying that in the novel it was a different song, and then they came up with an original song for the series that fits the context because it's like he's trying to give hints that he like remembers their past and this is like destiny. So it's a very cute song as well in the context of that scene.
Yeah. Also, guys, if you haven't heard like Jasmine's voice, it's truly like voice of angels. Like any the duo she does with Nika, so it's like JMNK, Jasmine Nika. So good, especially like any of the sort of like R&B songs. They've got both really powerful voices. T-pop fans, go listen. Yeah.
Is it, you know, this new song that's trending, Baddie? Is that them? I think.
You're gonna have to play that for me later because off the top of my
head. Okay, I think it is. I know Jasmine is on it. I just don't know if it's like the duo and it's someone else as well.
But, they do have a song called One that came out. I don't know what the English title is, but it's called One. That's really good. That's very like old R&B-esque, like 2000s R&B. Go listen to that if you're a fan of that.
Okay, yeah, nice. And yeah, going back to Kim. It's just Kim. Just Kim.
Just Kim.
Just Kim.
I didn't know him before this show, so this was my introduction, and oh my gosh, I'm obsessed.
I did know him from Domundi Friendship, but he's so him and Latte were a couple. Like when I say a couple, they were both on Domundi Friendship, and that's how they became. But I can't remember if they chose each other during the series or if it was like they decided they weren't ready at the end of the series and then they became an official couple. But anyway, they were very cute on Duang Friendship. But Kim, he's just so I also firstly I can't believe he's 29, I think.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Is he the oldest on the set? I think he is.
I think he might be.
Of the four of them.
I think he actually might be, which is crazy. Like he's got a baby face.
And he was playing the youngest in the character list, so
and I'm not shocked. Like he looks like he would be the youngest. I just love him. I love every single piece, like you were saying, every outfit they put him in. He's so mother. Like when I think of the word mother, I just think of Kim. Like that is mother. Yeah. And I love the feminine actors in Domundi. I think they're so cool to feel so comfortable expressing themselves like that. And I remember when it was, you know, that trend where people would do that was that song that was like it started with like Sayam that one.
Yeah. With the sabai and the jeans.
Yeah, exactly, with the sabai. Did you ever see the picture of Kim wearing the sabai?
Yes.
So good. Like that changed lives. Changed mine. Exactly. And I'm so glad he feels comfortable to do that. Like, yeah, go to Mundi for giving them like space to express themselves. I don't care if people are like, oh, Domundi are like making them more feminine. No, they're not. Like, there's a wealth of like Domundi couples who are not like neither of them are feminine.
Let them do what they want, guys.
Yeah, it just depends on how they feel. And if they become more feminine after joining, it's probably because they feel comfortable now. And like in general, the entertainment industry probably doesn't look very kindly on like more feminine men. So they found somewhere where they feel comfortable and can start expressing themselves the way that they want, like Kim. And Kim, if you ever hear this, if you ever feel like giving me a chance, yeah. And that's all I have to say.
Okay. I think my final thoughts, Ned JJ have just become that pair that I've just adopted. Like, there's never a day where I'm not talking about one or both of them. Like, they just have that sort of like je ne sais quoi that I don't know why, but like it started for me last year in the Next Prince final episode. I think I just sat in front of them because there's a photo somewhere. I sat in front of them, asked them to do a really cringe cat pose, but I'm like, I look at that photo, it's still like my lock screen today. It's so sweet, and both of them are really nice. That's what I'll say. And also, last episode you touched upon like, oh, I wish there were like fixed friendship groups. I wish these four would be in the series again. Like, I understand. Even in like the BTS videos and the vlogs, like I feel like I got to know them a bit more, and now that just makes me like them even more. Yeah.
It's so funny to see it's so funny to see how I seemed while watching Duang with you from the outside.
Yeah, we all get a bit like crazy sometimes.
It's all of us have our special series that turns us into an insane person. Mine is Duang with you. Does. Yours is Love Upon a Time.
Yep.
But I think Net JJ are very cute as well. I was very intrigued by them. I think I didn't like pay that much attention to them. Like they were there in Next Prince, and I was like, cool, nice.
That's fair enough. They're couple number 3.
Yeah, exactly. But then I think this series has convinced me. I also just like love JJ as a person. I think like from what I've seen in the behind the scenes, he seems like a very lovely person. Like he's very playful. Also writing his own BL novel.
One day I'll read it.
I think I read like one chapter, but I need to start reading the rest. But yeah, it's pretty well written from what I like read from the one chapter, and if the translation is okay. But yeah, guys, go read. What was it? Perfect Disaster.
Yeah,
Perfect Disaster, guys. He's a novel writer. I love it when they're
he's
like
a guy of many talents.
Yeah, I love it when they're so like multi-talented. It's like, who is it that is it Sky or Nani, or is it one of the others? Not Sky or Nani. Who is it that also can do manga like really well? Do. Crazy. It's so crazy when they are multi-talented, and I love it. I love it.
Okay, what I will say now is like this is a beautiful series, guys, and I hope everyone has the opportunity to watch it and become like fans of like Net, JJ, Latte Kim, and I hope like everyone will continue to support them in the future because they really deserve it. They work really hard and they're really dedicated.
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah.
Do you want to leave a message to Net and JJ in Thai like I did in the last episode?
How did I know you were gonna say that? Okay, I'll say something similar. ไม่คิดว่านี่เป็นเรื่องที่แบบสวยงามมากๆหวังว่าทุกคนจะมีโอกาสได้ดูซีรีส์เรื่องนี้แล้วก็จะไปสนับสนุนพี่แนทพี่เจเจพี่ลาเต้พี่กิมไปต่อนะแล้วก็หวังว่าทุกคนในเรื่องนี้ภูมิใจมากๆเพราะว่า it's like a masterpiece guys ชอบมากๆแล้วก็รักทุกคนมากๆนะคะ yeah
I agree.
Okay, we hope you guys enjoyed watching Love Upon a Time or Pop Her with us as much as we did, and I would definitely recommend this show to anyone. Like, at least watch it at least once, guys. Yeah.
I think I need to rewatch it because I think because it started airing like around the same time, like, or some of it overlap with Duang with you. I was so fixated on Duang with you that I didn't like pay enough attention. But I think I need to rewatch, and I'll like appreciate it way more with the second watch.
You should do that. I agree, 100%. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for tuning into this episode. We hope you join us for the next one.